left them. Like, what's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in with me each week. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. And to my new subbies, welcome. I'm hoping that you stay subscribed as well. And again, y'all, everything that y'all do here, anytime y'all leave comments, a like, a share, it is all greatly appreciated. And I will never get enough of telling y'all that. And I love y'all for that. I know y'all are here for a story time, and I'm most definitely going to give that to you. But before we do that, make sure y'all go ahead, drop down below in the comment section and leave a hey girl, hey, what's up, big sis? All comments are welcome, but just y'all keep it respectful. I don't want to have to go in here and filter people out. That's just doing way too much. Again, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. So let's get into the story. Lately, I've been giving y'all story times about leaving those people at work. Whether it was dating somebody at the job, friendships I had at the job, dealing with different administrative managers and all that crap. Yeah, I've been giving y'all those stories, but I decided to take a little break today in today's story time, and I want to give y'all a story time that I said that I was going to talk about a little later, but I just felt the need to go ahead and talk about it because for some reason it just kind of crossed my mind, and maybe because I seen something posted online about something very similar that I did. So this was probably about, well, I'm not going to give an exact timeline. This was basically during a time that I was in a seriously committed relationship, and I was engaged to this guy at the time. I said I was going to talk about this person, y'all, because I went through a lot with this person. Like, we had a terrible breakup, but I just want to go ahead and talk about this situation. So basically, I was engaged to this guy. I mean, I can honestly say that he made me feel like he really wanted me in his life when we first met. And you know, and that's usually what people do. They try to do everything they can to try to, I'm not gonna say love bomb you, but prove that they really want you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he used to hype me up like, oh, I've been waiting to talk to you, because this was a guy I met on Facebook, y'all. I know, right? For him, I met people from dating sites, you know. I'm not gonna even say they were dating sites. I'm gonna say maybe a hookup site or something, because yeah. But I wouldn't even, I don't know, I was just doing stuff just to be doing stuff. But anyway, it don't even matter. So yeah, we met on Facebook, we dated, and for the most part, we had a really good relationship. And I can really say that I felt like we moved too fast, because yeah, I'm just not going to give too much of a background about that, because when that time comes that I want to really talk about this person, then yeah, I'm going to do that. But I just want to tell y'all about this situation. So basically, I've been talking to this guy for some time. We was engaged or whatever, and we had been having some relationship issues at this time, and I was working a whole lot. He was doing his thing in the field that he's in the profession that he's in. He's really good at his profession too. I will most definitely give him that. I will never deny that from him. We just wasn't spending a whole lot of time together. And I asked this man, do you mind if I work extra in my job? Granted, I worked the day shift, but I would go in on nights, and it wasn't every night. I would do it maybe a couple times out the week just to make extra money. And my main reason was because I wanted to stack money, because like I said, we were engaged and we were in the process of planning, you know, getting things together for a wedding. And so I felt like, hey, I want to have what I want to have for my wedding. So I wanted the money. I mean, I know in most cultures, or even ours, you got some people that it's tradition for them to pay for the wedding, the parents or whoever, to pay for the bride and groom in the wedding. But my whole thing is this: I wouldn't expect my family or his family to do that. So I feel like if I want the type of wedding I want, I'm gonna make sure I got the funds to pay for it. I wasn't trying to do anything all extravagant or nothing like that. It's just that I wanted this money. That's just what it was. So yeah, and I asked him, is that okay? He was like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know if you ever dealt with somebody that felt like women shouldn't have to work so, like, women shouldn't work so much, that the man's supposed to do everything. Controlling men that are narcissistic and they want to control everything. Because what is wrong with a woman working? That's not saying like, hey, I can do my own thing, you can't do nothing for me. That was never the mindset I had. And he, even at this time, even though we wasn't married, he did not want me to work at all. But me, being me, I have been working since I was 13 years old. I'm going to have me some money on my own. I'm going to always have me some kind of income coming in. And during this, and at that time, I wasn't thinking about having my business and just working at home. I wasn't on nothing like that. I kind of wanted to be around people, even though I'm not really a people person. But I'm just saying, I wanted to be doing something. And like I said, it was a point where I wasn't working, and it was only for a few months. But then I forgot I had applied for the job that I had been at for so many years. I forgot I had applied for that job, because it used to be hard to get on here. Like, it used to be maybe years from when you applied that they would call you back, because like they didn't really have a crazy turnover rate at the time. So yeah, when they called me, I was like, oh yeah. And then I know people that worked, I was like, yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money working out there, especially if you go ahead and move on up in the company, which I did. In 6 months of me being there, maybe a little under 6 months, I had became a lead out there. So I most definitely was, you know, working a little extra. And then I met some people that used to go in on both shifts. I was like, oh, that's something I want to do, because like I said, I wanted this money. So I did that. I honestly, he really, y'all, had a big issue with this secretly. So like I said, we had been having problems in our relationship. He felt like I was no longer needing him. Like, you got men that want women to be needy chicks. Like, I'm not a needy chick. And I feel like when you got men that's like that, that has that mindset, and they feel like they can't control you. No, you're not going to control me, because you do not own me. And I feel like that was the problem we had. So, like I said, he had an issue with that, because all of this stuff eventually comes out of his mouth after everything that really big happened, which I'm going to talk about at another time. So yeah, he really secretly had these feelings. But so yeah, like I said, I'm working a lot, doing whatever I'm doing. He probably thinking I got like a little work boo, which my thing is, I feel like this. If you want to drop me off at work and pick me up, you very well can do that. I have no problem with you doing it. But see, the thing with me, when I'm off, when I'm ready to get off, I'm ready to get off. I don't want to wait on nobody. And it be times I had to wait on him, because it was a time that I didn't have a vehicle. Like, yeah, I didn't have a vehicle at that time. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. But yeah, and so he had been taking me to work, or sometimes I drive myself, depending on, you know, how things was going with his job. Because when I first started there, yeah, he was doing things in his profession, but he also still had a job, like a job where he clocked in and out. And so when I first started there, you know, it was times I took myself to work, and it was times he'll drop me off and come pick me up. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, all of this stuff, eventually, I guess when I started getting a little more independent, it became an issue for him. So he thinking I'm out here doing whatever. I'm like, man, it's not even like that. You know what my mission was for me working all these hours. And the whole time that I'm working, he's linking up with some other girl. So, and then a lot had happened in between during this time too. You know, like, we had a situation where we were staying together. We had a situation, and eventually I would get into that. But it was but at this point we had to move back with our folks. Him and I both moved back in with my family. We could have went with his folks, but it was a situation with that where that didn't happen. But anyway, yeah. So basically, I wouldn't be at home some nights, and he would go there with his folks. So, you know, it wasn't an issue because it was just him. So I'm thinking he's over there with his folks. But the whole entire time, he had met this other girl on Facebook. He saw following her, doing whatever, talking to her. Because like I said, we was going through whatever we was going through. I guess he felt the need, like, I'm finna find me somebody else to, you know, pass time or whatever. I don't really know. So they basically was hanging out, doing different stuff while I would be at work. My thing is this: what is wrong with a woman trying to make money? If you got a woman that's doing her thing, that don't mean you go out here and get with another chick. And if you really felt that it was an issue for me to be working like this, you should have spoke up and said something. But of course, you know, people that don't properly communicate, they're not going to do that. So y'all, I end up figuring things out. Me at the time, being the private investigator that I was, you know, us women, when we want to find out some stuff, we can find out some stuff. No, I didn't go in his phone or nothing like that, but it was a time that he went in mine, and eventually I would talk to y'all about that too. My thing is, I ain't got nothing to really hide, you know what I'm saying? Well, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, he had one in my phone one night, but this not that problem. But like I said, he out doing his thing with this chick or whatever, and I'm doing my little snooping online. I end up figuring out the girl, because one thing about it, a woman that wants to be seen and heard and want everybody to know that she secretly mess with your man, she mess with your man, she gonna put herself out there because she want to be seen. And you got some people, they don't realize that when you turn on your location, it pings the area that you're in. So what I did was, he had his location on there on Facebook. What I did was put it in Google, and it pinged the area. And then the girl that I figured that he was talking to, like, I did some deep digging. The girl was just coming a whole lot, so I put 2 and 2 together. You know when somebody always commenting and doing the most on somebody's pictures and you know, just post, like, I put it together. And so I end up pinging her location, and this was a particular day that I was with my friends, my folks. I was somewhere. Me and him was together, but he claimed he was one place, but he was another. And so I googled her name, and of course her address pops up. So the zip codes matched. So I ended up finding her address. Like, you know, they had all these apps where you can put in somebody's name and find out where they stay. And I think I paid a couple dollars or something. It was this trial you can sign up for, and you can look up people information. So like I said, I did all that. I paid for the little trial or whatever. I looked up her information, and I found her address. It was that same night. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go look for this person's house. So it was at night, probably like 10, 11 or something. I get up and I go find her address. And lo and behold, his car was most definitely in her driveway. So I'm like, oh, he lied about being over here at his folks' house with his brother, but he over here with this girl. And I think at this time, we actually was on a break. I don't really remember. I don't know. We might have been on a little break. I don't really know. I can't remember. Or we had been around each other for a few days or something like that. So yeah, I find him over there. And what I do, I started, at first I was like, I ought to flatten they damn tires. But I was like, you know what, no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till the next day, and I want him to know I know where he at. I'm gonna come back and see if he's over here. So the next day comes around, I go back over to the house. And sure enough, he's still over there. So I go and I knock on the door. I'm knocking on the door, and then you can see somebody open peep out the window, like open the curtains to peek out out the window or whatever. And then here he comes out. What the hell you doing here? Why are you here? How did you know I was here? Did you follow me? I'm like, no, fool, I did not follow you over here. Nah, you followed me. You followed me. Girl, you crazy as hell. You really followed me over here. I'm like, no, I didn't follow you. Well, how you find out where I was? I was like, it doesn't really matter. So, you know, we get into it or whatever. Matter of fact, actually, this was late, kind of like later in the evening. It wasn't early in the morning. It might have been around like the afternoon or something like that. So we get to arguing about he holding his, what am I call it? What y'all call it? A pew-pew or a glizzy, whatever. So he's tugging on his glizzy. I'm like, so what's up? Because at this point, I had one too that he purchased for me. I had never used it. It was basically brand new. I don't even know if I had stuff in it. But it was, I'm like, so what's up? So we doing all that with our pew-pews or whatever. I sound stupid saying that. We doing all that with our glizzies or whatever. So he popped one off in the sky. And I'm like, okay, I can do that too. Doing the most, y'all. And the whole time, the little chick standing her old shaky, old snaky ass dang on window peeping or whatever. And I'm sure at this point she called the police, because 5 minutes after he's letting off rounds, you see them pulling up. So at this point, I'm at my car, so I'm driving off. I'm flying off, and here they come, y'all. I guess they realize I done pulled out. They start chasing me. Y'all, when I say I was flying through this neighborhood, I am not lying. I was flying through this neighborhood. I didn't know where I was going. I had been in that part of the neighborhood before, but it was so many years ago. And I kind of knew some areas. But y'all, I was flying through this neighborhood. So I saw this man and this young guy standing outside. So I whipped up in their driveway. And I put on this big scene like, oh my God, my boyfriend is trying to kill me. I'm crying and some more stuff. Can y'all please protect me? Can y'all please hide me? Can y'all please hide me? So y'all, they believed it. So they let me up in the house. And I know this is so damn dangerous. Anything could have happened to me with them men. But they let me up in like they the den or whatever for like a good 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. I think he's been going on now. I'm finna go. That's like, you sure you need us to call the police? I'm like, no. I'm just gonna try to go on to my folks' house. They stay real close. I'm trying to go on over there and let them know what's going on. So I leave from over there. Y'all, when I say them folks, I shook them folks so fast. Like, and you can hear the sirens like still going off. They looking for me. They ain't, I don't know. I just went on some random street, y'all. Like, they just never found me. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just shook the police. I said, I was taking this to my grave. I would never tell nobody this. Because of course they knew, because him and the girls can see all this going on or whatever. Y'all, do not let anybody get y'all to a point where you are losing yourself. I can really say that I lost myself in this relationship. Yeah, I would never ever in my life let anybody get me to a point that I was when I was talking to this guy. Yeah, if I can help it, I'm gonna do everything in my power to never let anybody put me in a space like that. But you know, like I said, I'm not gonna get too deep about that right now, but I just wanted to give y'all the time I shook the police. They chased me, baby. I was gone. I left them like, they could not catch me. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna stop this right here. I know this wasn't some wild and crazy story time, but I just had to tell y'all about this chase. Because this is not the first time that I feel like I just shook the police. Shit, they might have even really been following me, and I thought they was. I don't know, but this particular time they most definitely was following me, because we done shot off in the sky. And then of course I done popped up over this girl house, popped up at this girl house with the crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna stop this right here. But before I leave, make sure y'all go ahead and drop down below in them comments and let's talk, y'all. I try to respond to every single piece of comment that you all leave, even if it's a heart or a star or whatever it is. I try to reply to those comments. It may not be the same day that you comment, but I most definitely go back to it. And if you have yet to subscribe and you're constantly viewing, I so appreciate you coming. But go ahead and subscribe. You know, help your girl channel out here. You just liking it is awesome, but when you comment and if you share and just engage with my channel, it helps with this channel. It helps it continue to grow. It helps YouTube want to push the videos out there. And I see now that it asks different surveys about comments and different posts. Y'all, thank y'all so much if you are leaving something positive to them when they do those surveys. And again, y'all, just go ahead and hit that subscription button and turn on your post bell notifications to let you know when I post. And again, you all, we are almost at 500 subscribers. That's a small feat to many, but it takes work to get to that point. Like I said, when I first started my channel, I was hyped for a minute, and then I just had a lot going on, and I just took a hiatus. But I'm back now, and I'm better. I want to continue to give y'all better content. I want to get back into posting other type of videos on my channel, not just like story times, but I want to get back into doing like lifestyle vlogs. It may not be a vlog of the whole week, but it may be like a little weekend vlog, because your girl don't do a whole lot. I work, and when I get to travel, I travel, and I most definitely give y'all travel content when I travel. I'm going to start back trying to post some of those travel videos when I travel, because it's been times I've been places and I haven't like posted the videos, or I didn't really record a whole lot. But I got some stuff coming up, and I'll make sure I provide y'all that content. And I'm going to try my best to make sure it is quality travel content, because, you know, sometimes you have to record on different devices, but I try to stick to the same 2 devices to make it match. Anyway, y'all, I'm doing too much rambling on. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you out in my next one. Bye.